So, over the next few days, we're going to move into the next part of the project. Before we can even think about writing or doing a graphic organizer, we first need to figure out one, what two cities are we comparing, and two, how are they similar and how are they different? So, what we're going to do, and since today is Wednesday, it's going to be under Wednesday, we're going to spend the next 2 or 3 days working on the research part of our project. So in the module, go ahead and click on Unit 1 Project, Tokyo, Philly article, and note taking. We're going to open it up in a new window. If it's not already authorized in Kami, make sure you're doing the following steps. Connect it to your Springfort account, and then it should load. So once it loads, it's going to bring up a 5 themes of geography, Philadelphia, and Tokyo packet. Each one of you have this in your project folder. You can do this 2 ways. You can read it online, highlight, and take your notes on Kami, or if you prefer to do it on paper, that's fine too. Either way, you're going to follow the next few steps. So, like I mentioned in the last video, we're going to be writing a compare and contrast essay on the 5 themes of geography. So before we can do that, we need to figure out how these two cities, Philadelphia and Tokyo, are similar and how they're different in relation to the 5 themes of geography. So for your directions, you're going to read through the next couple of pages to learn about location, region, place, movement, and human environment interaction within the two cities. As you read, highlight important information about each city, and then once you finished highlighting, take notes on the information in the chart given. You want to make sure that you're putting your notes in your own words the best that you can. As you'll see in my example, some are hard to do that, and that's okay. Write down all of the important information in the chart, even if you don't think you're going to use it. So like I mentioned in the last video, you're choosing 3 out of the 5 themes of geography. You're still going to take notes on all 5 themes. Some have more similarities, some have more differences, and some might not even really be useful at all, and that's okay. So when you're finished, all of the pages, submit it and let me know that it's done, or hand it into the English bin. That way I can check it. This must get checked before you start working on your graphic organizer. So let's take a look at what we're doing. Now, I did the first one for you because I really want you to understand the process behind it. So as you can see, there are 2 colors. I used yellow and blue in highlighting. The way that I like to take notes, and is a good strategy for all students, is use 2 different colors. We're focusing on similarities and differences. So in this case, everything I highlighted in yellow is a similarity, and everything I highlighted in blue is a difference. So if we read through this, Philadelphia. The absolute location for Philadelphia is 40 degrees north and 75 degrees west. Philadelphia is in the northern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Philadelphia is found along the eastern region of the United States, just west of the Atlantic Ocean. Tokyo. The absolute location for Tokyo is 35 degrees north, 140 degrees east. Tokyo is in the northern hemisphere and the eastern hemisphere. Tokyo is found along the eastern regions of Japan, just west of the Pacific Ocean. So a few things that stuck out to me is both of these cities are located in the northern hemisphere and are in the eastern region of their countries. So Philadelphia is found in the eastern region of the United States, and Tokyo is found in the eastern region of Japan. Some things that are different between these two cities is that Philadelphia is located in the western hemisphere and Tokyo is located in the eastern hemisphere. They're also just west of 2 different oceans, Philadelphia the Atlantic and Japan the Pacific. So then I went down and I took my notes. So I kind of just summarized what I was saying here. Okay, everything that I highlighted is also in my notes. That's going to be important when we go to use text evidence as the C part of ACEs. So you want to make sure that you're taking notes the best that you can. Like I said, these are very location based, so it's kind of hard to summarize these in your own words, and that's okay. So let's take a look at the next example. This one I kind of did some parts for you in terms of highlighting, but you're going to wind up taking notes on your own. So if I'm taking a look at region, there's a lot more here in compared to location. So if I'm trying to evaluate which one I want to use in my essay in terms of similarities and differences, region is probably a little better choice than location. Not to say location is bad, but region just has a little bit more information. So I'm not going to read through all of this, but I did highlight in yellow similarities and in blue differences. From there, you're going to go ahead and you're going to take notes. So, for example, if I'm thinking about what are the special characteristics that separate each one from the other areas, I can say that they both have nicknames. That's a similarity. But what's different about the nicknames is that the city of brotherly love is Philadelphia's nickname, and the city of 808 villages is Japan's nickname. So they both have nicknames, but they're both separate nicknames. If we're looking for a little bit more of a difference, we can see that Philadelphians speak English and their most popular religion is Christianity, whereas Tokyo speak Japanese and the most popular religion is Shinto. So you're going to take notes on what you highlighted for all of Philadelphia, so yellow and blue, and all of Tokyo. It's going to help you to organize your thoughts. So you're welcome to use what I have. You're welcome to copy what I have for region. These two are done for you. The rest of this article, you are going to need to highlight it on your own. I would recommend using two different color highlighters, yellow for similarities and blue for differences. If you're doing this on paper, go and grab a yellow and a blue highlighter from the back. You're going to repeat the same process for place, movement, and human environment interactions. When you're done everything, make sure you hand it in either by hitting submit or you hand it into the bin and let me know. If at any point you're confused, go back and rewind this video to kind of go over it and see how we did things again. Once we're done this, we'll move into the graphic organizer section.